What's up, good people? Thank you so much for tuning in back into this pregnancy, my first pregnancy series. Let's just get started. I'm gonna try not to be everywhere, but it's just been so many things that have happened. I'll try not to be too graphic, but I mean, this is a pregnancy video. So I stopped last time at week 7, and actually week 8 is when the vomiting started. And once it started, it quickly just got very, very serious. It was to the point where everything I ate, everything I drank, I could not keep anything down. I couldn't even keep down water. I couldn't keep down fruit. I couldn't keep down vegetables. I couldn't keep down grits, rice, nothing. My stomach was rejecting any type of food and any type of liquid, and it was very scary. Yeah, it was very scary because I had never been that sick before. Only time that I've seen someone that sick was my grandma and my dog before they died. They couldn't keep down food, so mentally I was not doing good. I was honestly thinking okay, is this the end? What is going on? But then I remembered, I thought back to my grandmother before she passed away, and she wasn't able to keep down food, but she was able to drink Ensure, and that kept her alive for a very long time. I was like, maybe I'll just try some Ensure because I can't keep nothing, not even water. I can't keep anything down. And the Ensure worked. For some reason, I don't know what it is they put in Ensure, but I'm telling you, I could not hold water down. But when I drank the Ensure, I was able to kind of get going. I called the doctor's office because this vomiting, it started before even my first doctor's appointment, and they recommended that I try B6 and Unisom. I tried it, it wasn't working for me. It wasn't necessarily helping. So I kind of took measures into my own hands, and I got some Dramamine because, again, I thought to myself, in the past when I've had bad nausea, Dramamine has helped. So I just got some Dramamine and I started taking it. First thing in the morning, I would take the Dramamine with the Ensure. That kind of let my stomach get used to having something on it. And then from then on, I would be able to eat little bites of food here and there with taking the Dramamine, every few hours. Week 8, I was sick, and I started taking the Dramamine at the end of week 8. So week 9, when I was 9 weeks, that's when I went to the doctor's office, and I told her what I was dealing with, and she was able to prescribe me promethazine. So I never taken promethazine before. I've heard of it, but I never took it. To me, it seemed like something that was kind of strong, but she assured me that it was very safe for pregnant people. So what I did was I kind of started alternating between Dramamine and promethazine. I did that from basically week 9 to about week 10. So I did that for a couple weeks, alternating between those. And I got to the point where my system was able to kind of just tolerate food regularly. And so I actually tried to stop taking the medicine for a couple days, and I got sick again. So I guess I got off of it too early, but yeah, I got sick again. So I had to start back up taking it. I just really don't like being on medication. I had to start taking it again because the vomiting started back. So I kept taking it until about week 11. Week 11, week 12, I kind of moved away from alternating the Dramamine and the promethazine, and I started just strictly taking promethazine only. And of course I was taking it like according to the directions. Like I probably only took like 3 pills a day. Now I'm at week 14, and I actually exactly at 14 weeks I stopped taking the promethazine. I have not took it for like 3 days. Starting to feel a lot better. I'm able to eat without like too much nausea. I still get kind of queasy here and there. I think that I'm pretty much done as far as like medication goes. I know that there's a condition called Hyperemesis something, but it's called HG for short. And I don't know if that's what I had, but I know that I was struggling so bad for several weeks because it was so hard for me to keep down food. Like even to the point where like I would eat, I would have my medication and everything, and I would eat and I would just be having to focus. Like, okay, focus, do not let this food come back up, because I literally threw up so many times. And to the point where I lost like just over like the span of 4 weeks, I actually lost 10 pounds. I was very frail. I was pretty much to the point where, I know in the last video I said like this was my home, the couch, but these past 7 weeks my home was the bed. I would come out, you know, to the living room every so often, but essentially I was on bed rest. I could not get out of bed. Anyways, I still have my prescription of promethazine. Dramamine is over the counter, so I can get that anytime. And then my doctor also gave me another medication this recent visit. It's called ondansetron, and I have not taken it. I went to go pick it up, but I have not taken it because I'm feeling a lot better now. 14 weeks is when the second trimester actually officially starts. That's what a lot of people say. So I'm in my second trimester, which is supposed to be when you start getting, you know, a little more energy, the nausea dies down, all of that. And I can definitely feel that like in my body, and it is such a good feeling because I was literally sick for like 2 months. It was insane. I had never been sick for that long in my entire life, and I have never been sick like to that extent in my entire life. So yeah, so like I said, I did lose 10 pounds, but I actually gained it back. So my current weight right now is actually the same as my pre-pregnancy weight, which is fine. I know I'm gonna continue to gain weight, but the doctor said that, you know, it's fine as long as I'm on the right track now. And I'm looking down, I still have my little pregnancy journal because this is a lot to keep up with, honestly. Emotions. So I know last video I talked about how I was very, very emotional, and that has definitely died down because I'm not crying. I do cry. Like I have personal things that I cry about, but I'm not crying over small stuff. And I'm definitely still irritable. I think I'm naturally like an irritated person. I'm still using the Ovia app. That's like the only pregnancy app that I'm using. It has everything on it. It helps you keep track of your pregnancy, number one. And then it also is where you can log like different things that are happening throughout your pregnancy. And then you can also like pick out names. You can research a lot of stuff. So right now at 14 weeks, my baby is the size of a beet or of a Napoleon dessert, which I've never had before. So let's just say it's the size of a beet. And I'm still on Facebook, on the Facebook groups that are for women like that are due around my time. And it's been also very helpful and very, you know, supportive. So week 8, I actually ended up telling my mom that I was pregnant. I wanted to tell her, like, I didn't plan on telling her that early. I wanted kind of everybody to, you know, come by the house and I was going to tell everybody. But the fact that I got so sick to the point where I didn't know if I was like, I mean, I knew I was going to make it, but I felt at the time like I didn't know if I was going to make it. So I just went ahead and called my mom on the phone, actually over FaceTime. You know, it wasn't anything like super special, but it came natural. And because I wanted her not only to know that I was pregnant, but that I was like very sick. About a week after that was my first appointment. It was the appointment where they did, burping is also like a symptom that that I've been having. We went to our first appointment and it was an ultrasound and we got to see the heartbeat. We got to see the little baby and the little baby, it was the 9-week appointment, but it was measuring like 8.5 weeks. And but she said it was fine. The heartbeat was 170, which she said was fine. And we got like the little pictures of the baby, and yeah, it was just really nice. So after that, we went to his parents' house like right after that, and we showed him like the pictures and the video of the heartbeat and everything. And that's just how we told his parents and my husband's parents. And I think they were like, they were happy, but they were also like very like shocked. I think the whole thing about pregnancy is like you're excited, but sometimes it takes like a while for it to actually hit you. We also told my husband's brother and sister by text message. And so as of now, those are the only people that know. I think we plan on telling people in phases. So we told immediate family first, and then after that, we'll start telling more people, especially now that I'm in the second trimester. And I still have my one friend that knows that I discussed in the last video. My second appointment was just a few days ago, and it actually was not an ultrasound. I was really kind of disappointed because I had brought my mom and told my mom that she could come to the appointment to see the baby, but it was not an ultrasound. So I didn't know. I thought every time that you went to the doctor that you got to get an ultrasound, but I guess it goes based off your insurance. She was there and she did get to hear the heartbeat. They had kind of a little bit of issue finding the heartbeat, but they did find it, and it was at 164. So apparently that's normal. I'm just going with it. I'm a first-time mom. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going with it. I don't know what's going on, but the Lord will see me through, I'm sure. Okay, so my gender prediction. I know in the last video I said that I thought I was having a boy, but actually now I'm like 70% sure that I'm having a girl. I actually had a dream. I had a dream that me and my husband had the little confetti things that explode that show if it's like pink or blue. I had a dream that we were in the backyard. It was just both of us, and we pulled the confetti and it was pink, and that was it. That was my dream. I'm not saying I'm like a prophetic dreamer or anything like that, but I'm like, that's super, yeah, that's something to dream that. Another symptom that I've had is breast tenderness that I had early on has definitely died down. Like, my breasts are not as tender, they're not as sensitive, but my nipples are definitely larger, which I know to be like a normal thing. Also, my skin is actually like super dry, and I know it's getting colder outside, so that's another reason, but like my skin has been like super dry. Like, I've had to take more attention into lotioning, especially my heels and my feet. My skin is drier than it's ever been. As far as like feeling movement in my belly, every so often I feel some flutters, and sometimes it ends up being gas, but sometimes it's not. I would say half the time it's gas, half the time half the time it's not. So yeah, like I said, I'm 14 weeks. 13 weeks is when I actually started to be able to like get up and deep clean the house and like just do stuff that I honestly had not done like the past 2 months. Even though it's not like an extreme amount of energy, it's better than like being on bed rest. It's like tenfold. So I kind of had to like pick and choose like what I would put my energy towards. And I think most of my energy definitely went towards school. You know, I'm paying for classes. It's very important to me. School is very important to me. So I did neglect a lot of things around the house. I did neglect a lot of things with myself. Like, I just now got my hair done. It was a lot, but I'm again so grateful that I'm a housewife. And you know, that's one of the benefits of being a housewife. Like, you can deal with things, you know, at home. For those of you that may not be a housewife, that are really struggling during this time with nausea, vomiting, anything of the sort, I would really recommend that you like seriously talk to your doctor about getting on medications. It may take a couple medications before you find the one that works for you specifically. That's one thing that I do regret, is like not getting on medication sooner. So yeah, the sooner you get on medication, the sooner you get, you know, your system being able to like eat regularly. That will probably be the best advice that I can give you. Like, don't be like me, like in bed just wasting away. It's better that you take medicine and that your baby has food and nutrients and stuff like that than to not be on medication and not be able to eat anything. Talk to your doctor. Be very clear about what you're going through with your doctor, and you will make it through. It took me until 14 weeks to actually, which is like just now, to actually feel some relief. So I'm praying for you guys. And I just hope that everybody that watches this video, hopefully it encourages you, because it is so hard to be pregnant. I keep saying it, but like, this is the hardest thing that I've ever done. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will probably do another video for like week, I guess 14 to 28 in the next time. But that's all I have to say for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time. Peace.